Well, let's talk about the front brake master cylinder on my Goldwing project. The master cylinder that came with the bike is this one, and when I first bought it, this was bleached completely silver, I assume from years of sitting outside in direct sun. The anodizing was gone. It was just silver. The cap was silver. I tried to find it. It's in a bin of spare parts. I don't know where it's at, but totally bleached. The plastic reservoir was very yellowed, full of cracks. I think it sat in the hot sun for a very long time. And I took it to an anodizing guy near my house to have it re-anodized black. I had it all stripped down, and he anodized it. And when I picked it up, it was really chalky and uneven looking, and he was not happy with the finish either. So he ended up taking 50% off what he initially quoted because the finish didn't look real good. And I was thinking it looked too crummy to use it, so I reached out on a Facebook group and for the Goldwings, and a really nice guy just shipped this one to me. This one's kind of on its way to being bleached, but it's not there yet. It's kind of that bronze color. And my other Goldwings have been sort of this bronze color as well. And I thought, well, I could use this. It's just this bronze color. They all do it. It's fine. But I read online about chalky anodizing where you can simply rub engine oil on it, clean engine oil. And that's what I did. I rubbed some engine oil on these parts, and I wiped it off. It still looks a little bit oily. I don't really feel oil, but yeah, maybe a little bit. But I will tell you what, I can live with this. This looks pretty good. It does match now the clutch side, the perch for the clutch lever, and it's very similar in appearance. So I think I've decided I'm going to go ahead and use this one. And the nice gentleman that sent me this one said if I decide not to use it, to just keep it as a spare, and I will do that. I have some spare parts laying around. I'll hang on to it. I do have a reservoir cup coming for this one that I'll throw in it, and it should have a O-ring as well, although it feels like there's an O-ring in here. New O-ring would be good. And this will be a spare. Maybe I'll end up using it on a different project. But this is the one I'm going to go with. I think it looks great. And then the gentleman who sent me this one sent me this really nice cap as well. And I'm very grateful for that. And he would not take any money. So big props to him for doing that for me. And I don't know that he wants his name out there, so I'll keep that private. But anyway, I'm going to go with this one. I've got my K&L rebuild kit here. I've had very good luck with these, and should go in without too much trouble. And my really only tool that I should need for this is the snap ring pliers. I like these long angled ones because the snap ring is deep down inside this bore here, and to try to reach down there with my other snap ring pliers that I've used for years, I just couldn't do it. So I got these a few years ago, and they've been a lifesaver when rebuilding these master cylinders for the front. Alright, so this is kind of the order that these parts go into the master cylinder right here. It took me several bikes to get this, to get it right without too much struggle. But this is really how it goes. This little rubber cup here goes on the end of the spring. This presses against it. The seal goes on this shaft, and if you watched my rear master cylinder video, that was installed already from the vendor. I'm going to have to put this one on. It is a pain. I'm not going to record that because it takes, I don't know, maybe there's an easier way to do it, but getting it over this bigger diameter here and seated where it belongs is pretty painful. But this is going to come on to right here, and then the snap ring will drop in and it'll press against this metal face here, and then we pretty much have this rubber dust boot that's going to protect the end of this piston here from dirt or rain getting in, and then some various parts that will hold that in place. So I'm going to stop here and get this thing installed, and I'm going to be cursing the whole time. So I'll be back. All right, mission accomplished. Wasn't quite as bad. I used 2 very small screwdrivers and kind of wrestled this thing over this part here. And I think I'm going to be good to go. There's a little lip that it sits on, and I think I did it without any damage. Rubber looks good. So the sequence here is kind of how I laid it out. We're going to drop that in first, and then this rubber cup goes in, and I'm going to put a little brake fluid on it and see if I can't get that in there the right way. Nope, it flipped. See, it's got to go the proper orientation. The flat side needs to be against this, and when you're putting it in there, it wants to go this way, which is going to be backwards. So it's a little bit finicky. Did it again. All right, that feels correct. I feel the flat end is facing outwards. All right, so that's all the way in. Now we're going to drop this one in. But it's just not going. All right, well, I had to regroup and step back and try this again without forcing it. I ended up putting a little bit of waterproof grease in the where that groove is for the snap ring. That allowed the rubber seal to slip past it. So this thing's in there now. A little bit of a challenge, but got it. Hopefully no leaks. We'll find out when I get this thing installed and brake system on and full of fluid. All right, so next up is, I think I laid them out in the wrong order, but the washer goes next, and that's gonna catch the face of the piston, and then on top of that is gonna be the snap ring that I'll use my pliers to drop it down here, and I'll have to compress the piston down and get the snap ring into position so it can drop into its groove. So it's another one of those procedures where having 3 hands would be nice. All right, so I'm not in the groove yet, but it's down there. I don't know if you can see that, but I just use a small screwdriver, press it down. Yep, just heard it snap into its groove, and it looks good. And let's check. Yep, piston's working. And there we go. The piston's in, the snap ring's in. All right, so all we've got left here are these 3 pieces Researching online, I believe the way the vendor intends for this to go is this plastic ring goes in first, and the dust boot's going to basically press down against that. The boot would go next, and there is a ring on the piston here. I hope you can see it. That's going to catch the little lip on this boot, so it's going to go in like this, and then I work that end of it over the end. All right, so that's how it goes. Make sure that this boot is down all the way. And then my understanding is this metal ring, it really just slips inside here, and I can press it down, and that should hold the bottom end of that dust boot in place. And I doubt you can see it down there, but that should be it. The piston is in, the rubber boot's on, and this thing should be ready to bolt onto the handlebars. And I have new braided brake lines with new crush washers and banjo bolts and all that. So I'll get this mounted on the bike soon. I'm not quite ready, but it's kind of good. Good feeling to have this guy ready to go, and I'm hoping I'll get many years of good braking out of it.